Okay. Okay. On period. We back alive, Crown Family. We motherfucking back alive, girl. There's some motherfucking dusty shit going on. And the official Kingpin is here with the motherfucking exclusive. Make sure that you guys are sharing this live. Make sure that you guys are sharing this live. Share this live, y'all. Share this live, y'all. It's up and it's stuck directly after these commercial breaks. Y'all already know how we do. Y'all already know how we do. Period. Periana. To the period. And oop. And oop. Did you guys share this live? Did you guys share this live? Share this motherfucking live. Push a black bitch into the algorithm. And don't let motherfucking YouTube keep on playing with the official Kingpin. Period. Share this live, y'all. Share this live. It's up and it's stuck directly after these commercial breaks. And did you guys share this live? Did you guys share this live? Make sure that you guys are sharing this live. Okay, I'm here. I'm still sharing. Give me 1 second. Oh my goodness. Okay, it don't matter how many times I do this. Okay, each time. Okay, it don't seem like I'm getting no faster. Period. Everyone, we live. Period. Got to share to the group. Got to share to the group. Are you guys sharing this live? Hold on. Period. And oop. And oop. Period. What's good, everybody? What's popping, y'all? It's the official Kingpin, and this is the home of the Lituation, period, where it's always lit, where a pussy hole could always never. The one and only dust-free zone. Period. The one and only dust-free zone. The littest place on earth, where a dusty hole could always never, where there's no rusty, dusty, musty, crusty, raggedy, dirty, crispy, sissy, pissy, or pussy holes allowed. If you come over here being any of those things, my moderators will escort your dusty ass out. Now, we got a couple things to talk about. Okay, we got some things to talk about. Okay, because Von Ray's ex paid a visit to the Snake Eyes platform, okay? And she was making some allegations about our friend Von Ray. And Von Ray wanted me to come live so that we can clear some things up. We're not going to be talking about his family because, That's not what he does. You know what I'm saying? He doesn't want to go back and forth with his baby mama. Um, but there were some things that were said. Um, and I feel like it's only right that, he makes some things clear. Period. This is the home of the lituation. Period. Period. Where pussy hole could always never. Now there were some things that were said. There were some things that were said. They were calling him a deadbeat. And they were calling him a deadbeat. But I have some receipts. Okay, I have some receipts. Okay, from Ron Ray that proves otherwise. Okay. Um, and we all know Von Ray's situation, and we all know how parenting is. Well, we know that parenting is tough. So it's always difficult, you know what I'm saying, when one parent doesn't want to, cooperate, understand, work together. When one parent wants to control the narrative and control you, I don't know. But I have some receipts here that I'm going to share with you. Um, and then, I'm going to bring Von Ray up and we're going to talk a little bit. And then after the show, we're going to be over there on Von Ray's platform for another episode of Light Skin Niggas. Okay, we're going to be talking about the thin line between love and hate. That's what we're going to be talking about. Vindictive partners, controlling partners. And that's what we're going to be talking about, Crown Family. Make sure that you guys are sharing this motherfucking live. Make sure that you guys are sharing this motherfucking live. We're going to have Von Ray in the building tonight, period. Because Von Ray is upset, okay? Period. Von Ray is upset. He don't like that deadbeat word being thrown around as if he's a deadbeat. Okay, he sent me some receipts. Okay, he sent me some receipts, and I'm gonna share them with you guys. Okay, y'all all know that the Fisher King Payne said, period. I don't like no deadbeat motherfuckers either. So I only thought it was right, that he come up here and share with us what's going on. Period. Period. Okay. Okay. So before I pull up the receipts, let me give you guys a little backstory of what's going on. Let me tell you guys why we're all here. Motherfucking Tasha K. And yes, I did. Yes, I motherfucking did. And her motherfucking raggedy, slewfoot, loose-legged, thirsty motherfucking employee Chelsea. And motherfucking the employee. It's the motherfucking employee. Well, the father fucking employee. And let me tell you what this raggedy hoe did up and did. And period. And I'm a firm believer in the kids should be off limits. Okay, you know what I'm saying? Don't, you know what I'm saying? Don't bring the kids into the bullshit. Let me tell you what didn't up and happen. Why we all are here. Period. And pay attention. Pay attention, because if you way in the back, you're not gonna catch it. If you way in the back, you're not gonna catch it, because y'all know the official King Payne always catches the motherfucking tea. Pay attention. That's all I need y'all to do. Okay, we're not here to go back and forth. We're not here to go back and forth. We're just here to put some things on the table and leave it alone. Period. He's just here to share some things with us and leave it alone. Okay? So, the employee, mad and vindictive. Hashtag vindictive. Hashtag vindictive. Yes, gather in close. Gather in close, because y'all ain't hear this shit from me. And Because y'all ain't hear this motherfucking shit from me. Gather in close. Let me tell y'all what in the fuck done happened. Because Chelsea just won't let it go. Period. It's giving me very much so thin line. Love and hate. You know what I'm saying? Obsessed. Digmatized. The kids. Children should be a protected category. You should never involve someone's kid, someone's child in your bullshit. Let me tell y'all. Let me update y'all on the latest fuck shit. Okay? Let me tell y'all why we all here. Y'all want to know how Snake Eye got that motherfucking exclusive? Y'all want to know how that triple neck, overbite, wild eye, fupa gut having, club legs, loop foot, seesaw walking having ass, little boy motherfucking raggedy ass motherfucking boy did? Y'all want to know how he got his exclusive? And period. Period. I ain't dragged that hoe in a long time. Period. I gotta work on that. I gotta work on my motherfucking dragging hoes. I've been trying to get away from dragging these hoes. Okay, on period. Period. Haven't y'all seen that from me? Haven't y'all seen that from me? Okay, on period. The Fish King Pain is getting away from all this bullshit. I don't gotta drag these raggedy hoes on period because I got it. I got it. Period. Bitches are asking to interview you because of me. Period. Nobody gives a fuck about what your fat ass is doing. Period. I said it very much so fat. Oh, yeah, that's what you used to call me, wasn't it? Oh, what you gonna do, Wiley? When you gonna put the biscuits down? When you gonna put the biscuits down? Them Popeyes biscuits is getting stuck in your neck. Drink some water. You look thirsty. And because this is some thirsty ass shit. This is some weird ass shit. Why would anybody, like, it's not that fucking serious. It's not that fucking serious. The kids, the family. You want to talk about a bitch that's boring. Imagine a pussy hole ass nigga scared to go back and forth with a man on the internet. He would prefer to go back and forth and make himself look stupid, like a fucking ass, for a woman who clearly dug her own grave, who clearly threw her husband, her family, and everything that she worked for underneath the bus. He's a fucking clown. Fuck is you talking about? We all know where it's popping at. We all know where it's motherfucking popping at. He's a fucking clown. Why would you? Let me tell you how he got his motherfucking exclusive. Let me tell you how that clown, how that imbecile, how these baboons is out here moving. Period. Chelsea a motherfucking baboon too. And a oop, fuck is you talking about? The fucking employee done tried it. The fucking employee done tried it. So she gave the employee gave the snake monster the help, the crumb chaser, Von Ray's child's cell phone number. And you know what Wiley did with his raggedy ass? Let me see if anybody can guess. Let me see if anybody can guess in the comments. Let me see if y'all really know Wiley like I know Wiley. Y'all know what? That desperate, low vibrational, down low, crumb chasing, musty hoe did. When I tell you he contacted the baby, he called this man's child. He texted the baby phone. He involved the kids. How embarrassing. How embarrassing. All for an exclusive? You went through his child's cell phone to reach his mother, to talk about his father? Bella said, I hate he did that. Yes, that's what happened. Yes. Another episode of Surviving Wiley coming fucking soon. Another episode of Surviving Wiley coming fucking soon. Chelsea raggedy ass gave him the number. It ain't that fucking serious, man. It ain't that fucking serious to involve this man's kids and you have none. How immature. Again, kids should be a protected group. Don't you ever, I would go down to the police station and I will file stalking and harassment charges and predator motherfucking charges, period. The fuck you calling my kid's phone for? You weirdo. You're weird. You're fucking weird. You're fucking weird. I'll be changing my kid's number tonight. If I were you, I would change my child's number, okay? On period. Never know what that weirdo doing. She obviously ain't seen the Surviving Wiley series. She obviously ain't seen the series. He called the baby. And got a hold of the mother. That's how he got his exclusive. Tell the truth, shame the devil. That's how he got his exclusive. Disgusting. Kids are totally off limits. It's not that serious. It's not that serious. It's not that serious. It's not that serious. Bottom feeder. Absolutely. Absolutely. I couldn't agree with you more. No boundaries. Yes, press charges on that pump. Period. So I have some receipts here because there was a lot of things said. Okay, but no receipts shown. You already know how they do over there. You already know how they do over there. There was a lot of things said, but no receipts shown. She wasn't even showing her motherfucking face. They didn't even say her name. They was saying the kids' names. She never said her name, but she was saying the child's name. She was saying both of his kids' names, the other baby mother's name, but she never got her name. She never showed her face, but she received a lot of monies in the name of Von Ray. And I'm thinking to myself, how could anybody do this to somebody that was once in a romantic relationship with? How could anybody do this to somebody they love? So I was like, damn, she's speaking out on Von like this. Like, I mean, like, what is it really? Like, he got to be a really bad guy for somebody that he's dealt with romantically to be talking about him like this. So I called him up. I said, Von, what's going on? I said, why is she doing this? Why would anybody do this to you? I said, how long were you guys together? Von said, yo, man, look. He said, look, yo, it was a one-night stand. I said it was I said, now I get it. I get it. I get it. It was a one night stand, some girl he knew from high school that he linked up with later in his life, and things happen. I said, "Did you guys ever stay together?" He said there was none of that. There was none of that. So, you know, I understand now, where her disdain comes from. She had the baby young, okay? And then, to see Vaughn doing his thing, it almost seems as though she missed her opportunity having his baby. I get how she could feel some type of way. I totally understand. But that's not to say that Vaughn hasn't been trying, okay? It takes two. They say it takes a whole entire tribe to raise a child, okay, on period. So if the two people responsible for looking at after the child can't see eye to eye, they can't come to some kind of co-parenting agreement, it becomes very difficult. So I'm going to share with you these receipts, and then I'm going to bring Vaughn up, okay, to give us some insight, okay. And then maybe if you guys are nice, he may stick around to answer some of your questions. And so let me pull up the receipts. Let me show what y'all what's going on. The reason she's speaking out, what she was over there talking to Wiley about. Okay. The hell? One moment, y'all. Give me just one moment to pull the receipts, okay? While we're rating, make sure that you guys are sharing this live. Share this live, like this video, and make sure you check out my website, The Official Campaign.
Sleeping, what y'all want?
My mom said I need to do something with my hair, otherwise I gotta get it all cut off.
We booked an appointment at Style Kings at the barbershop. Let's go.
Style King 4 blocks away?
Yeah.
All right, let me brush my teeth. I'll be right out.
Don't take long.
Do you want fabulous hair? Are you looking for a product strong enough to tame your 4C hair?
I know she's not using all my conditioner. Hey, Mom! Hey, Mom, you don't have no more leave-in conditioner?
Give me that. I know you did not use my Style King leave-in conditioner with the coconut oil. Where you going?
I was gonna go to the
Well, guess what else you're gonna do? Well, you're going to the store, so I need you to go ahead and copy some more of this King Pain leave-in conditioner with the coconut oil.
Are you looking to knock the dust off them dreads? For a product that will rejuvenate and strengthen your hair, increase hair growth and shine, and smells great? Well, then you're in the right place. For the long, beautiful, healthy hair you deserve, choose Style King. Perfect on all hair types. Available online at theofficialkingpain.net. Get you some style today. Y'all look nice. Tell Mom to stop tripping, okay? Oh, and your mom called so she needs some more conditioner. Okay, you guys, so I have the receipts loaded, and I found out that we have a very special guest for you guys backstage as well. We have another exclusive. You guys make sure that you guys are sharing this live, okay? We have Von Ray's sister in the back here to help clear her brother's name, and period. So I'm going to share with you guys these receipts, okay? I hope that she can see them in the back as well. And then I'll bring her up and then we'll talk. Okay. So Von Ray wanted you guys to see these receipts. Okay. This is what they were talking about over there on Wiley's platform. Okay. This is what they were talking about over there on Wiley's platform. And I'll read it to you guys. And notice at the top how it says Von Ray's son's name. He contacted the son. He contacted Von Ray's child. Okay, on period. So this is from Von Ray. He said, "Got it worked out. My pop's about to call you or text you so I can get him what he needs." His baby mama responds, "Stop giving my damn number out to people. You can give him what he needs." Von Ray responds, "I'm getting him what he needs. I'm not able to leave the state." And the reason they were having this discrepancy, Von Ray's baby mom said over there on Wiley's platform that she didn't want him to buy the coat. She wanted him to give her the money because she had just lost her job and their son had ripped their coat. She responded with, "You are pitiful and sad excuse of a sperm donor. Like going to jail ain't teach you nothing, and that's sad. I don't need your money, so you giving my number out is beyond disrespectful. How would you feel if I gave your number out? You would be mad. You leaving the state don't have nothing to do with you sending money so I can get Aiden what he needs." And that's their child's name. She goes on to say, "You said he needs, Vaughn goes on to say, "You said he needs clothes and stuff. That's what I'm getting done. That's his grandpa. He's allowed access to him just like me." Um, and then she responds, "Not by my damn number." Um, and then the next receipt is right here. The text messages between the two. Hold on one second. Hold on one second. Okay, so here is the other receipt, right here, and it goes, she says, "Not by my damn number." Um, and then Vaughn responds, "But have a wonderful day. He will call you to get Aiden what you say he needs." So, he's not even paying any attention to what she's saying. He's like, "Oh, he will call you and he will get what he needs." Okay. Hopefully you calm down by tomorrow when he call so that my son can get what he needs, like you said that he needs. Okay. And she responds, "I got something for you. Well, if I don't know the number, I'm not answering. You should have asked me first before giving my damn number out, point blank, period." And then he puts the number there so that she would know his dad's number. And then she responded, "You disrespectful." He responded, "That's his number." And she responded, "Still not answering because I don't know the number," which is weird. And this is why I wanted y'all to catch the tea. This is why I wanted y'all to catch the tea. This is why I wanted y'all to catch the tea. Because if you're not answering no numbers that you don't know, why did you answer Wiley's call? Why are you speaking to Wiley if you don't answer numbers that you don't know? I understand that he went through the child. But if you didn't know the number, you should have took it, blocked it, called the police. Very much so. This strange man is calling my phone. Why did you set up on the phone with a strange man talking about y'all personal business and then take your ass to the internet with the information? Calling Von Ray everything but a child of God. She said he's a deadbeat. And this makes Von Ray cringe. Okay. So he sent me this. Okay. And it is about deadbeats. Okay. This is his response to the deadbeat comment. He said, "We got to stop this narrative of deadbeat without knowing the true definition of it." He said, "A deadbeat don't pick one kid over the other to choose to take care of. A deadbeat doesn't take care of any of his children." Okay. So, they was over there saying that he takes care of one kid and not the other. And he's like, well, deadbeats don't do that. So he clearly not a deadbeat. Like deadbeats don't pick one kid over the other. Deadbeat don't take care of any of their kids, right? I don't know. That's his opinion. I don't know. Um, but we're here to talk about it. Also, it's not solely responsible for one parent to carry the weight more than the other. It takes two. Absolutely. Ask yourself, have you been a hassle in allowing me to be the best I can be or a team in this? So he's saying that, she hasn't been allowing him. She's been a hassle, you know, um, she hasn't been allowing him to be the best father that he can be. It's no secret my current circumstances. If I put in place family to help due to my legal situation, am I a bad dad because I'm unable to do as you like me to do rather than accept my resources due to my current situation? So he's saying that I'm doing what I can. My family is willing to help. I have my family in place here trying to help, and you're the one rejecting what I can do. And he goes on to say, all matters do not have to be public, but I will not tolerate half stories on my behalf. I love both of my children equally, and we all fall short at times. Say as you please about my circumstances or encounters with women, but do not speak on me as a father. And we have Von Ray's sister backstage here to give us some insight um, on what's going on. Hello, Mrs. Red. How are you doing?
I'm I'm good. How are you?
I'm fine. And you are Von Ray's sister,
I am. I am.
and you guys have the same mother and father.
We do.
Okay. Your volume is sort of low. Is there a way you could turn it up or get closer to the mic?
Can you hear me better now?
Yeah, a little bit. So you guys have the same mother and father. What's going on? Do you know what's going on with his high school sweetheart? She's speaking out,
It's not
saying
his
that he
high
don't
school
take care of the
sweetheart,
kid.
but Auntie who?
Oh, oh yeah. She said they were
Um,
never together. They were never together
yeah,
like that. She likes
yeah.
women.
Yeah, she looked like a damn man. Anywho,
My.
so basically, she is just like from the day that this baby has been born, she's just been a nuisance. You just got to be careful who you lay down with. Hold on, I hear
They're saying they
music.
can't hear you. You gotta turn the volume up or get closer. Speak up a little bit. Something good.
Can you hear me better now?
Yes, very much so.
Okay. All right. So basically, like I said, since this baby has been born, she's been a nuisance and a pain in the ass. Um, you know, me and my brother, we have our own differences and things of that nature. But at the end of the day, you know, it takes two people to be a parent, and you can't call somebody a deadbeat if they're not allowing them to be a father. I've put myself in a position as his sister to say, "Hey, I'll be the mediator. I'll try to be the mediator. I'll get him and things of that nature." She's just bitter at this
Will she
point in
let you
time.
get
Like
the?
some
Will she let you get them? Do you get to see
she
Aiden?
will let me. She at for a very long time. So just fast forward because he's 8 now. So when COVID originally started, he came to my house one weekend. And I couldn't understand why my mom was like, I needed to keep him longer, and I couldn't understand. I was like, well, shit, we in the middle of quarantine, like, what's going on? So then my mom comes out and says that, well, she said that she had cancer. So I was like, oh shit, like, damn, like, well, we'll make sure he's good. We'll make sure the kids are good or whatever. Well, come to find out, we had the kids from when they closed the United States down. He was with me from March until May. I made him go home for Mother's Day. He didn't want to go home. I made him go home for Mother's Day. I turned around and picked him right back up like a few days later. I had him from that point on. I had him from then until June, which was right before my birthday. I went out of town, so I made him go home again. I came back in town maybe like mid July or something like that. So I ended up getting him again. Well, we had him at that point. We had him from then all the way until November. November, right up until my baby sister's birthday. She decided to come over here. We are supposed to have a big get together for my sister because she was turning 21. The baby mama came. She had a nasty ass attitude. We was asking her like what's wrong with her. And I was just simply like, well, you can fucking leave because don't nobody want to deal with your attitude. It's my sister's birthday. You can keep it moving. So from that point on, she had like the nastiest attitude with us or whatever the case may be.
And how long did
And
you guys have him? Because she said y'all only had him for like a week.
she's a fucking liar. I got receipts, baby. I had that boy from March until November. She can kiss the entire backside of my ass because she's a
Oh,
liar. I have receipts. I had that boy. That boy did not know how to read, write, or spell his name before coming to me.
my, my, my. My, my,
Try
my.
again,
You heard it
baby
here
doll.
first.
He could not read, write, or spell his name. So no, I did not only have him for a week. I have text messages where she's telling me her hair is falling out and she had a procedure done on her breasts and things of that nature, or whatever the case may be. Like, you're a liar.
My, my, my.
That's it. I had him all basically from March into November. When she came the last time I had Aiden, when she took him on my sister's birthday, she made him go home. She made him pack all his stuff from my house and took him home. Aiden went home and showed his entire ass. He was like, he didn't want to go home. So
Oop.
she called my mom to come back and get him. And I was like, at first I said no. Then I was like, you know what? Fuck it, go get my child. My mama went back, brought him back. So he was here for like maybe like I want to say 3 days at that point. Then one night she decides to come to my house, banging on the door, and we got into it. So I was like, it was like a small altercation. Whatever she want to say, she a lie. She ain't put no hands on. She is not about that life. She's a coward. She's the deadbeat mother. She has 2 kids and doesn't pay attention to Aiden. Aiden always gets hand-me-downs, but she buys the other child's clothes. But he always has to have a fucking hand-me-down. That's why
So it
we're not
seems
going to give her any money.
so she's treating Aiden different from the other kids because his
Yes,
father is not around.
it has nothing to do with my brother because at the end of the day, if the entire time that I had Aiden, anytime I called Devon, my brother, anytime I called him and said, hey, I need X, Y, and Z for Aiden, he sent it. So why all of a sudden he gonna do now and he ain't been doing all the other time? She called and said that she was giving Aiden his own room and he needed a TV. I called Vaughn. Less in 48 hours, the boy had a TV in his room. Like, she's just a liar.
My, my, my. So what about the communication between Vaughn and his son? Do they communicate? Do you communicate? Do you call his phone? Do you text them?
Well, at this point in time, since me and her got into it that November of 2020, I haven't talked to her. Because after that it came out that she lied about her having cancer. My granddaddy and my grandparents passed from cancer. So I feel like that's the lowest thing that you could possibly do. So for me personally, I can't do anything. I can't have any dealings with her because I'm gonna beat her ass.
My, my, my. My, my, my. What? So you're saying that she's just being difficult. She's not allowing Vaughn to co-parent.
No, she's always been that way. She's always been that way. She's nothing but a person. You know how you have people who are just dead set on being dramified? Well, that's her.
Well, she said that Vaughn, the reason that he doesn't provide is because he wants a relationship with her.
Vaughn can't stand that damn girl. Have you seen her? She looks like a fucking man. How do you go for somebody that looks like, well, shit, let's go take Latoya, for example. She was gorgeous. Look at just that bitch. She looks like the bottom of somebody's shoe. Trust me.
I have
Don't
no
nobody
idea. She
want that
didn't say
damn
her
girl.
name. Nobody knows her name.
Nobody don't know that damn girl. Don't nobody want that. If you saw her, baby, if you saw her, if you
They just
saw
gave her
her,
her name.
no,
My, my,
you
my.
would understand. There's nothing to want. You look like a man. You look like the bottom of somebody's tennis shoe. First of all, she can't figure out whether she want a man or a woman. I now have nothing against the LBGQ ABC. I don't have nothing against them at all, whatever the case may be. But she can't figure out what the fuck she want with her own damn life. One minute she's straight, one minute she's gay, one minute she's this, one minute she's that. Nah,
Well,
okay.
well, what do you know about the child support situation?
She okay, so she ended up taking Devon off of child support because Devon was supposed to um Aiden was supposed to come to Georgia and stay with Devon. Devon got everything together for Aiden to come down and stay with him, got him together to get ready to start school, got him a tutor, a nanny, everything, set up everything for him. I think he was down there maybe a week, maybe a week and a half. And she like got mad because he wouldn't tell her his every move. And she drove her happy ass down there and came and snatched the baby up.
My.
I mean,
So, do you think that it's her that Polly still wants Vaughn, or is she trying to control Vaughn? What do you think that she
I just
wants
think
from
she's a
Vaughn?
very controlling person. I I feel like she's a controlling person and she likes to try to have control, but you can't control nothing over here, sweetheart. You can control you, your people, but you can't control us over here, baby. Point blank and period. We're gonna move and do whatever the fuck we feel like doing. We're not gonna move to the beat of your drum because it's not even about you. It's about this child. And that's what she fails to realize. At the end of the day, all of this hoopla and all of this back and forth that she's doing is hurting him.
My. So, when you had Aiden for almost a year, um, what was she doing? Like, what were
Nothing.
you guys doing, and what was she doing? Like, when you guys would go out, or what would she do?
Oh, that year. So that year, they did virtual. So of course, we were home and stuff. But I had a really good friend at the time. He had a program like horseback riding program. So he was in that. Like he was in a lot of. We did stuff every weekend. So we were at the horseback camp every weekend. Um, they worked out. They did workouts. They learn how to ride horses. I mean, they did different games. It was just something to be able to get the kids out of the house because we were quarantined and everything for so long. I remember money getting tight or whatever, and I just asked her, hey, you got 25 or like $30 to pay for his camp this week, and she couldn't even send me 25, $30.
My. And why was he with you? Where was Vaughn at?
Vaughn was working. He was in Georgia. Vaughn was working. He was still driving trucks and stuff. So anytime that he came down, he would come down and see him or whatever, or whatnot. But he was working.
Okay, and the mother needed a break, so his family
She
stepped
ain't
up
need no
and
damn break. She was lying. She lied and said she had cancer.
oh, so she said
That's
she
why
had
we had
cancer, so
him.
that's why you had my.
That's why we had him.
My. And what's Aiden like? Is he a cool kid? Like you love him? Like you want him
Oh,
to
that's
come
my
back?
one. That is my baby. Oh my gosh. That is my I've always called him my little boyfriend. And he is so protective. He is so handsome. He is so polite. He opens the door. He's like a total gentleman when it comes to ladies. Don't mess with his family because he gonna get you. But
So
he's a boy. He likes to jump off shit, basketball, football. Football is his thing right now. So he is really, really into football right now. Um, yeah, he's an awesome kid.
so in your eyes, she's the only thing keeping you guys away from
Oh
Aiden?
yeah. I mean, just Aiden has a phone now, and Aiden calls my sister, and it's almost like it's crazy because you can tell that he's sneaking to call, and he's like, "Titi, come get me, come get me, come get me." He wants to come. Like when we saw him a couple weeks ago, right after Christmas, he was so excited to come, and we were so happy to see him because again, we hadn't seen him in almost over a year. So we were so happy to see him when we saw him a few weeks ago, and he was just like he didn't want to leave. He was here, we was here, like we was just anything that baby wanted to do, we was doing it.
How'd you see him? She dropped him off?
No, my sister went and got her.
Okay. That's cool. And what about the brother? Does he see the brother? Does he talk to the brother?
Who?
Doesn't he have another sibling? Aiden.
Does Aiden have? Oh yeah, that's with his mom. They live together.
Wait, who
They
lives
live together.
together?
The her two kids. Or are you talking about Vaughn's other son?
Vaughn's other son.
No,
Because she
he
was saying
doesn't.
that Vaughn does more for his other son than he does
Yeah,
for.
because the mama lets him.
Oh,
How
okay.
that's kind of asinine. Why would you do for one and don't do for the other one?
Period. And you know, they're two different people. They probably require two different things at two different ages. You can't
No,
fully
not
expect
really.
like
They're
you know.
right behind each other. They're
Oh
Aiden is
yeah.
8. Aiden is 8 and Kyson is 6, about to be 7. No.
Okay, so maybe it is making her feel some type of way when she sees, such and such on the internet receiving gifts and presents,
That's
and Vaughn is
her
there
fault.
in the pictures.
That's her fault. That's her fault. That's her
So,
fault.
this,
How if you want your child to have that life and you want your child to have those things, allow his daddy access to him.
okay, and describe the relationship as you remember. What type of relationship Devon and this woman have? Like, how did they meet, and how long were they
I
together?
don't know. I don't know. He popped up one day and said he got this bitch pregnant.
Yes, he did. Vaughn saying
In
that
my
it
guess,
was a
I'm
one
gonna say
night
the boy
stand.
was drunk. I'm gonna say, in my guess, I'm gonna say he had to be drunk because there's no in the world that you could sleep with that in a sober mind. There's no way in the hell you could have did that shit sober.
My. Where's Vaughn at? Let me tell you. Vaughn, come on up here so you can clear some of this stuff up. Okay. We need to know how long y'all was together, what's
They were
going
never together.
on. so they were never together. That's what you're saying. So who was he with? Was he with
Yeah,
somebody else at this time when he
I
was with
don't
her? Here
know.
go
I
Vaughn.
ain't even
Vaughn
gonna
gonna
lie
clear
to
it
you. I
up.
had just had a baby myself for like 6 months prior, so I don't even remember honestly.
What
Vaughn, what's going on?
what's popping? What's popping?
What is
Shout out
going
to
on?
my
So
sister, man. Shout out to my sister. She a gangster. We from South Carolina, man.
shout out to South Carolina. Y'all go ahead and drop where you're at in the comments. Okay, it's official King Pain worldwide. Where you watching from? So we have Vaughn right here, and we have his sister here. Vaughn, what's going on? Did you see what happened over there on Snake Eye platform?
uh, I saw it, brother. I saw
How
it.
did that make you feel?
One thing. Let's be really, 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 really clear. Um, One thing I never want to do is address anything involving my kids, regardless if I don't like my baby mama. If I do, at the end of the day, she my son's mom. So I do all this internet beef with women I had encounters with. I do all of that. That's just good for content. You know what I'm saying? Pain, you be able to make stories out of it. A lot of people able to make stories out of it. We talk about it. We make light of it. We move on. We make money off of it. But when it's involving my children, it's just boundaries, and that shit make me feel like it take me to a place that I'm trying to leave from. You get what I'm saying? I ain't trying to go back. I'm trying to move forward. So it's like I know for a fact that it's toxic. We had a bad situation. We had a kid under circumstances that it just wasn't supposed to be like that. You get what I'm saying? But I should never be in a position where I got to defend me as a father on to the public. For one, people just listen. They didn't even if you really listen to the interview, like really, really, really listen to what she was saying, she was all over the place.
Absolutely. At one point she was saying that the reason that you don't do for your child is because you want a physical relationship with her and she doesn't want to get physical with you.
She's delusional, like literally delusional. You gotta
Um,
understand. I'm gonna be real, and I hate when I gotta be like this because people take it as me being a narcissist, an asshole, and think I'm cocky. The taste of women I had years ago and the taste of women I got now is two totally different things. I've been exposed to a lot more since being young and dumb and full of cum. Like I was just dumb doing shit. You know what I'm
so
saying?
Lorena has a question. She said, "Do you believe in condoms? What happened? I know you said it was a one night
You
stand.
gotta understand
Um,
this was years ago. My son is now 8, about to be 9 years old this year. You gotta understand I was 19, 20 years old, 19, 20 when I was just out here recklessly moving like every 19, 20-year-old does. That doesn't mean anything about yes, I believe in condoms. I was 19, 20 years old just doing stuff that 19 and 20-year-olds do. You get what I'm saying? Like I made a mistake, and in the midst of mistake, I tried to make the situation the best I can. I had to eat my pride, go to my sister and my mom and be like, "Hey, I got this girl pregnant that y'all don't even know." And how did we move after that? My mom made me be a man, regardless of how I felt or how trapped I may felt about the situation. My mom made me be a man. My sister made me be a man. And anytime of me growing, because I'm so young, anytime I fell short of me growing and making the mistakes along the way, my family was there to pick up the pieces because I was through in a situation. I didn't find out this woman was pregnant until she was like 6, 7 months pregnant. And then I only had 2 months to prepare to be like, dang, I'm finna have a baby by somebody I do not know. You want to know how I found out she was pregnant?
how y'all find out?
So we had a one night stand. I didn't talk to this girl for months because, like, I don't even think she had my phone number. We had a one night stand. I don't even remember how we met up. We probably was messaging on Facebook or something like that. I don't even think she had my number. Messed around with her. Months went by. I get a message on Facebook and she's like, "Hey, what's up?" And I'm like, "Oh, what's going on?" I'm thinking in my mind, okay, I got a little late nighter again. I'm finna slide. I'm just keeping it a buck. Y'all want me to tell it how it really happened? So in the midst of all of that, I'm talking to her. She's like, "Oh, I'm pregnant." I'm like, "Oh, congratulations. That's what's up. I'm happy for you." Not knowing that she trying to tell me something. So she sent me a picture and she got this big belly. And I'm like, is she trying to tell me this is my baby? And I asked, I said, "Well, how many months are you?" And she's like, "Oh, I'm like 6.5 months." And I'm like, "Why are you just now telling me this? Why are you just now telling me this?"
My. That's so crazy. And then what happened?
And that went from, I went to my mom with my sister. I said, "Hey, I might got a baby on the way." What my mom said is, "Well, if you don't know the girl, wait until you had a baby, get the DNA test." I was a man. I waited. I went to the hospital when she had the baby. I got the DNA test the next morning. She was mad about that. I'm like, how you gonna be mad at me to make sure before I invest my time and my energy in something that I'm doing the right thing? Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm just trying to figure out. I don't know you like that. Yeah, we probably was in high school, probably chit-chatted a couple times, but I don't know you like that. And then I already felt like you was moving weird because you waited 6 months to reach out to me and let me know that you was pregnant. And her excuse was she didn't even really know if I was the daddy or not because she had a boyfriend and missed all of that and this and the third. So I was
Yeah, she said you was her side nigga. You wasn't even her. You
protecting
was like
herself.
her cover up, her beer.
Cover up, smother up, it don't matter. It was a one night stand.
My. So what was she talking about when she said y'all lived together for a year?
That
Who?
never happened.
Who lived together?
They
She said
never
y'all lived
lived
together
together.
for a year.
They never lived together. She lived with me because she had no place to go. Her mama put her out the house and she lived with me in my apartment. No, sir. They never lived together.
And Ashlyn, even in the midst of that, did I ever approve that? I always was mad at you
Yeah,
for even letting her live there.
yeah, it was. But shit, the baby ain't had nowhere else to go.
Miss
I know, but
Aiden.
I know, but this is the thing. Like, I understood that she was going to paint that narrative, because you got to understand, when somebody wants to be in that position with a man so bad, they start to become delusional. I heard the rumors. Oh, me and him live. I heard the rumors. Oh, me and him living together. No, girl, you staying with my sister because she doing you a favor because she saw you walking down Two Notch with my son.
My.
Am I lying, Ashley?
No.
Two Notch is a long highway road back home in my hometown. My sister put you in the car and took you to her house because she like, I can't have my nephew out here like that. And then the thing about it is, my sister, her loyalty was so in a position where she was doing the best thing that was in the best interest of my son. She didn't even tell me my baby mama was staying there. I was out of the loop, didn't really know what was going on because me and her started off weird. It started toxic. It started off where she was on some craziness because I wouldn't do what she wanted me to do, which was be with her.
Mm.
So my sister was like, you know what? I ain't gonna tell him this because he probably gonna be upset. But now, me being who I am now, I get it. But then I would have been like, get this crazy girl away from us. Let's just take care of the baby. But she caught the girl walking down Two Notch Road in the cold and rain.
Mm. My.
I
So,
never lived with her. I can almost count on my hand how many times I've been around this girl for real, for real.
so why you don't get custody of your son?
Honestly, you gotta understand, before I started YouTube, before I started fitness and Instagram and trying to be in this public light so much, I was a hardworking man. I worked a job 12, 14 hours a day for years. I drove
Absolutely.
trucks for 8, 9 years straight, working a job. That was never that can never work conducively, me having custody of my son. I get up at 4 in the morning to be to work at 5 and get off at 6, 7, 8, 9 o'clock at night, working 12, 14, 16 hours day shift sometimes. How would I ever be able to work that out?
Absolutely.
So
So,
even I don't mean to cut you off, but
no, go ahead.
even when the opportunity arose, for some reason she came to me and she was like, Aiden need to live with you. It's your turn. And I was like,
No, because Aiden wanted to live with you. Aiden kept saying it for a very, very long time that
well,
he
I
wanted
wasn't aware of
to.
that.
Yeah, I'm just telling you that's what happened. Aiden wanted to come. He kept saying it for a very long time.
Well, the opportunity to raise, she told me she told me she wanted him to come to Atlanta. You gotta understand, my family and my kids live 3 hours away from me. That's not far, but when you working a job like that, it's not like you could just hop and go anytime you want. You know what I'm saying? You got to still get rest. I drive trucks. I can't be out here restless and end up wrecking and flipping the truck over and all that. It's a lot that come into play. But she came to me and said it, and knowing how she is, I didn't really take it serious at first or entertain it because she's so on and off. You know what I'm saying? So she said it for a couple weeks, or I was just like, oh, okay, we'll work it out. We'll see what's up. And then she came again and was like, I'm serious. He need to come live with you. I'm tired of this. And I was like, cool. I called my sister. I saw what she thought about it. And she was like, yeah, do it. He said he want to come. So what I did, I went home. But first, I told her, I said, if I'm going to take him, the first thing you need to do is take me out child support because I'm not going to pay you to keep him down here with me. First of all, Atlanta is a whole nother lifestyle. Ever since I moved here, my rent always been over $1,200 a month. I said, I'm not going to do that. Take me out child support. I'm going to come get him. She took me out child support. That same weekend that the papers were final that I was out child support, I shot up there and got him. Went up there and got him. Came back down. I think at the time I had a 2-bedroom apartment. My second bedroom was like my closet mixed with studio, mixed with just extra space. I took all of that stuff out. I went and bought him car, bed, TV, set up the whole room because I'm thinking my son finna be here. The Monday came, I went and got his shots done, all his stuff he needed to start public school. Just being convenient, I just went and got to the closest elementary school to me because I can either wake up in the morning, take him, because at that point I had to change my schedule for work too. So I went to my boss and told him I can't come in at no 4 in the morning no more. I need to come in at like 6:37 because that's when the school door will open, or get as close to the time that I can do it, and then have a nanny or somebody drop him off. But I can get him up in the morning and get him ready. So got him ready. Monday, Tuesday he started school. Got all his shots and paperwork done on Monday. Tuesday he started public school. He went to school Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Now mine, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, I had got him a tutor for the week. I had got him a nanny for the week. Cause I'm still at work all day. He gets out of school at 2:30, 3 o'clock. So I had people in place at my apartment to take care of him, pick him up from school, feed my son, make sure his homework done. And when I get home, he taking a bath, damn near in the bed. You know what I'm saying? So I had it set up so I can be able to raise him and still work and not lose income in the mix of it.
Absolutely. And we're going to talk a little bit more about the child support in just a second, but I want to make sure that everybody is subscribed to the channel. Make sure that you guys are subscribed to the channel. We're just about 10 subscribers away from 10K. So make sure that you're subscribed and all your notifications are turned on.
Subscribe, please.
So Vaughn, so you two had two very different stories when it comes to the child support. You were saying something about she didn't want you on child support because she didn't want you to see your son.
Let's
And she
be
was saying
clear.
that
Let's be clear. I put myself on child support. My sister can co-sign it. I put myself on child support to get visitation rights. Years ago, my son was maybe 6 months when I put myself on child support. Because I went
so
to
you
the
put
court.
yourself on child support and then you didn't pay it.
Yes. No, that's not true. I don't owe the courts anything.
He don't have no type of rearage.
Nothing. I owe these people nothing. So that means I paid it.
Well, she was saying it was so little and you wasn't hardly making the payments, so she just cut it off.
Listen, that means
She's
I
a
will owe back.
liar. She's a liar. She's a liar. She's a liar.
I owe these people nothing. When she signed those papers, I made my last payment and I was done because he was coming to Atlanta to live with me.
But the reasoning that you believe that she doesn't put you on child support is because that would give you some parental rights to see your child, visitation.
Not only that, the reason she can't go back and make it so easy like it would have been in the past, because she took me off.
Yeah, here in South Carolina, once the mother takes you off, they can't just, it's not as easy for them to come back and put you on. You can't just, oh, well, I want to take him off. Oh, well, he done made me mad again. I want to put him back on. It don't work like that.
But even in the midst of all of that, she created a bad relationship with the people at the child support. You got to understand, Columbia's small. It's not like you dealing with a conference room full of people trying to get something done. You dealing with the same person. This lady done work there for almost 25, 30 years. Her name is Miss Cook. Miss Cook is the head of the child support department. That's how much I was involved. Okay? So I had went to Miss Cook when I first got on child support, created a relationship with her. She told me how to go about getting visitation rights. I got my visitation rights. Now, did my baby mama follow it? No. Sometimes she would, sometimes she wouldn't. I paid my child support. When I can get them, I can get them. When I couldn't, and when she let me, it was on and off. Always was on and off. Sometimes didn't have a contact number. Sometimes didn't have an address where he was living at. Sometimes she would come around. Sometimes she wouldn't. Sometimes she'd be in contact with my family and my sister. Sometimes it was always on and off.
So it's also part of the reason that, is because she didn't have a stable environment. She wasn't stable.
And that may be true. She was never stable. She's still not stable.
She's still not stable.
She was never stable. So that may come into play. But at the end of the day, Columbia is this small. I should always be able to call. If you don't have a phone, I should be able to call your mama. If you don't have a place to stay, you either staying with your mama or my sister. I should always be able to know where you at for my son. Not only that, she had another baby by somebody else, and my sister helped take care of that baby. That wasn't even mine.
My. What a great sister. I wish we could see her, okay, on period. I wish we could see how beautiful she is, because I just know she's beautiful, and she got a beautiful and wonderful heart. She took care of some other man's child.
Listen.
For you.
Listen, my sister done took care of somebody else, baby. That ain't even mine. She done made the boy her godchild and all, just so she could try to keep a good rapport so we could see Aiden.
My. And she's still acting weird with y'all seeing Aiden. Or you guys can see him when you want now.
No, we still can't see him.
Oh, you still can't see? I thought you just seen him on Christmas though. She let y'all see
Well,
him for
yeah,
Christmas.
okay. Yeah, she
Y'all can
let
see
us.
him on holidays when y'all supposed to have gifts and stuff, but y'all can't see him on regular days on the weekends. Or
Yeah, yeah,
okay,
basically.
It's very inconsistent. She wants to control, and since I've become who I become, it's like a vindictive thing. Like, for one, if you want me to take care of my son, and you know YouTube is my source of income, why would you ever try to tarnish my name in any way so I can't take care of him?
my.
It- King Payne, you know that a lot of women follow us.
Absolutely,
Why would you ever try to tarnish my name if you want me to do something for him? I just got for
Because
one, I just
women, I hate to say it, because women believe other women. Because I'm reading these comments, and some of you women, like you can't always believe the woman just because she the woman. Like that's not always true. Like some of these comments are saying like he doesn't have any accountability. There is accountability, but where's the accountability for the mother? Because I'm
absolutely.
like I said, I'm reading these comments, and people's like, well, he's not accountable. He doesn't do anything for his son. He doesn't fight for him. That's not true. That's not true whatsoever. And let me be very, very clear. Like I said in the beginning of my in the beginning, me and Vaughn, we don't always get along whatsoever. But at the end of the day, I take up for him when it comes to somebody trying to bash him and say he's not a good dad, because that's not true. That girl does not allow him to be a father, and that's really fucked up. There's nowhere else to fucking say it. It's fucked up. You can't expect somebody to you. There's no way in the world that all the hellacious things that this girl has done to me, my mama, my sisters, Vaughn, all the shit that she's done. You can't expect for some people to keep thinking that they about to just keep bending over backwards when you giving somebody your ass to kiss. No, even if it is about this child, at some point in time, we get fucking tired. And it's not fair. Because at the end of the day, you get mad just because you having a fucking bad day. You want to take it out on everybody else and then snatching him up. But you're hurting him because you don't have the means to do like you need to do for this child.
Yeah,
At
and I don't think it's right to hold a child over, anyone's head to, control them or to make them do anything. A man is gonna be a man. If he gonna be there for his kid, he gonna be there for his kid. And if he not, that's the man that you chose to lay down with. Make sure you make better choices.
and it
But
and
don't
it
treat the child differently. That's wrong. That's so wrong. Don't treat the child differently than the other kids. Buy him, give him handy downs because you feel some type of way about the father. Don't badmouth the father and stuff like that. And I feel like a lot of the times you probably wasn't calling, wasn't answering because you knew his mom was standing right there and she would be, you didn't
I'm
want to talk to
sorry.
her. You want to talk to your son. She was saying
and
that there was a
a
lot
lot
of
of
times she
times
would make him call you.
and a lot of times I don't think she understood the times that he would call, whether if he just got out of school. I'm working. I can't always just answer the phone. You know what I'm saying? But when I do call back, it may be a day because if I get off at 7, 8 o'clock at night and I know he probably in the bed, I'm gonna call back the next day when I got time. And it's in conducive hours where I know I can get in touch with him. You know what I'm saying? I never not want to talk to my son. I called my sister all the time to talk to him, even when can you get me in touch with Aiden? Can I talk? Like, it's not that. It's not that at all. This you gotta understand. My son Aiden look more like me than my son Kyson. That she say I do much more other stuff for. Aiden is my twin. That's my firstborn. Me and him, honestly, when he was first born, I used to have this boy all the time. But she created a rift, and I just got tired of going through that. I got tired of the disappointment. I got tired of the back and forth. I got tired of all of that stuff. It just became too much. You getting my mom's involved. You coming between me and my family and my sisters because my sisters, they trying to do what's best for my son, but not understanding it's causing issues because now this girl thinking y'all on her side, but y'all just
And the
on the
crazy
child
part
side.
is And the crazy part is it wasn't that. And a lot of people in the comments want Vaughn to take accountability, but you guys have to realize she needs to take accountability too. She's her expectations of Vaughn are so high, but she also laid down and had sex with this man and had a baby on her own accord. Like,
No,
and
My
she did
account,
what they were. There was no relationship.
my
Like,
accountability is here. Like you gotta understand, I'm not perfect, but I've never not wanted to be there for my son. A lot of times I understood I gotta take a back seat sometimes because I don't want no drama. I don't want to keep going through this cycle back and forth and arguing and fussing and fight for a woman I ain't never even been with before. You know what I'm saying? I understood sometimes I may have to take a back seat. And sometimes I used to tell myself it may come to a point where it gets so bad that I might have to wait to deal with my son when he's able to fully deal with me on his own and she could be out the picture. Sometimes I had to understand that may how it had to be because it's so toxic. You sitting here trying to get sympathy, lying about cancer.
mm, mm, mm. My.
You playing on my mom and my sister's heartstrings, lying about cancer. It don't take all of that because at the end of the day, they still ain't care about you that much. They was only worried about my son. They said, "Good luck. I hope you have fun in chemo. Make it through. Bring the boy over here. We got him." My sister would call me because she know I'm working. I'm all the way in Atlanta. When I used to come down there, I get him. But when she called me and tell me she needs something, I'm doing it. My mom called me and said, "Hey, put these groceries in the house. You know the boy over here eating up a storm." I send it.
So why were you in Atlanta and you know you got kids in where, North Carolina, you said?
No, South Carolina. I moved to Atlanta just to try to make a better life for myself.
But why you move and leave your kids?
It wasn't that I was leaving them. It was Columbia is very limited. The average job there, you're gonna make $30,000 a year. I
So you
wanted
left to
more.
make a better life for your kids.
That's it. It's not that I wanted to leave my kids. I want to just make a better life for myself.
So are you doing that? Are they looking forward to? Is there something that they can look forward to, or
Of
should you
course.
be going back to?
No, listen. The other thing about me is I'm so resilient. I done lost a lot. I'm gonna bounce back. I'm gonna do what I need to do, and I'm gonna keep going. I'm never ashamed to go work a job, which I got a job now, and I still come back and do YouTube. I'm never ashamed. I understand life gonna have its cycles, and whether my audience understand it, whether your audience understand it or not, I ain't perfect, but I'm gonna have my cycles, and one day it's gonna get to the point where I can say, boom, okay, I can move both of my baby mamas down here if they want to, and provide and do whatever I need to do. But right now, I have to put myself in positions to be able to be the best father I can be.
Period.
She over there saying, "Oh, he got a new apartment. He got a car." What you want me to live in a box? You want me to
Absolutely.
not be able to have transportation to get back and forth to work so I can provide for him? I gotta set myself up to be able to be successful, to be the best man I could be as a father too.
Absolutely. And what she's doing over there on Wiley's show does not help you in any type of way, doesn't promote you in a positive light to make it conducive so that you can do things like that. Open doors for you and
And,
your family and stuff like that.
and
It's
like I
not a good
said,
look.
it came from a place, and Chelsea said it. What she said it on Conscious TV. She said it. Oh, I'm the one who gave his baby mama number to Wiley. That came from a very spiteful, vindictive place because Chelsea already knew me and my son's mom. It always had been rocky because I explained it to her. When I was in jail, I used to call my son's mom direct from the jail phone. I would never get an answer. I said, "Hey, Chelsea, can you call and connect me with my son so I could speak to him and explain to him what's going on? Because I'm here longer than I thought I would be." Right? I tried to set my baby moms. I went to jail the day after my son's birthday. The day before I went to jail was my son's birthday. I bought him a bike. I sent money to buy him a bike and some other things she asked for that she said he wanted. I sent that. The next day I went to jail, August 9th. I was already had a warrant out for my arrest for about 2 weeks, but I wanted to make sure I went in after his birthday and I make sure he had everything he needed. I didn't want to put nobody in place, but I wanted to make sure for myself. I went to jail August the 9th. I turned myself in. Ain't nobody picked me up. I walked through the jail door myself and turned myself in August the 9th, the day after my son's birthday. Right? So I used Chelsea to be able to connect me to my son while I was in jail. That's the only way she got his number.
My.
So I would get Chelsea to call because some days my schedule in jail was on and off. Some days I come out from 7 to 11, and some days I come out from 3 to 6, and some days I come out from 9 to 12. It just was so off on certain days. And then if a fight break out, you ain't have no time out that day. So the times that I did have out, I would get Chelsea to, hey, Vaughn finna call in a little bit. I'm a three-way to call. She would set it up ahead of time. And then when I called, the call would get through because my baby moms would be expecting me to call so she can connect me with my son. It's if I didn't care, you think I'd be trying to call this man and doing all I needed to do to connect in jail? But that's the only way. Chelsea used that to try to do more damage. She got me out here looking like a clown, like I promised this girl marriage, a castle, and a crown, when it wasn't all of that.
My. Why do all these women feel like you promised them so much? Why do they have such high expectations for you? Do they
They have.
do they
I'm
have
gonna
higher
tell you,
expectations of you than you have for yourself?
no, I have very high expectations. This is the thing. Women that I deal with that are around me, they know how ambitious I am. They know how high I set myself. They know the OCD Vaughn and the structure that I put myself on. Period. They know I ain't gonna never give up. I don't care if you can call me everything up under the sun. I'm going to still succeed because my drive is there, my consistency is there. I could be stressed out and still do what I need to do because I know that's what I need to do for myself. That's what makes me happy. Keep going, regardless of the circumstances. They know that. So when they see somebody like that, they already gonna know, like, okay, this dude gonna be something one day because he ain't playing about his life. So that I believe that's what attracts them, and then I believe that's what makes them latch on and not want to let it go. Because if you see me doing something one day that you knew I told you I was gonna do, it's gonna be like, dang, I should have stayed with this dude. And it has happened. I used to tell my second son's mom when I was with her, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that, and now it's happening. I'm not saying she's bitter, but it's times that is happening, and it's times that she even told me, bro, you ain't gonna be able to do all that.
My. So, what's going on with Chelsea? Why do you think that she's doing all of this? I got to keep asking you because she keeps going. She keeps going. Like there has to at some point you got to get some more and more clarity as she keeps going
Like
on.
I said, I believe this is what it is with Chelsea. I believe she's so hurt. She had so much expectations to thinking that we was gonna have this situation. You know what I'm saying? But in my mind, I removed myself because I saw how toxic they were. It wasn't just her. It was Tasha. It was the whole little situation. I was just like, whoa, these people is crazy. I saw the way they create stories. I saw how you invest too much time in other people's lives to be able to talk. It was just too much. It's one thing to go online and see something and then talk about it, but it's one thing to create the story out of midair.
Absolutely.
That's just weird to me.
And what's going on with the restraining order?
I don't know. Like I said, me and my lawyer still trying to figure out what are you restraining yourself from.
My.
You understand at this point in my life, I keep my lawyer on retainer. So I'm like, hey man, talk to this judge that signed this thing and we gonna figure this thing out. He like, man, I talked to him and we still trying to see what you restraining yourself from because in the order it ain't say nothing about nothing. Oh, he got online and said this, that. Girl, you did the same thing.
My. Some people said, well, that cross-eyed, cross-dressing snake hole said that you shouldn't be having no dating show when you don't have your personal affairs in order.
Y'all gotta understand.
These
I
people
am an
in these comments.
entertainer.
Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Well, hold on, sis. One time, y'all gotta understand. I am
Oh
an entertainer.
God.
I'm an entertainer. I am an entertainer. It's a show. Let me just be clear about that. You're either gonna watch it or you're not. That's period.
These people in these comments are pathetic. Like, I'm not calling everybody pathetic, but I don't understand how you can judge this man and you don't even know him. You know half of a damn story, but you want to say that he doesn't do for his child and all of this stuff or whatever the case may be, and I'm going to just take up for him. No, the fuck I'm not. You don't know me that well, baby girl, because I'm gonna tell the truth regardless. If he ain't shit, he ain't shit.
No, I'm
These people are ugh.
And what do you think of your brother as a father?
I think when it comes, like, for instance, with his other son, he's an amazing dad. He's very there. He's there all the time. He doesn't miss a cotton picking thing. But how do you go from being able to, because there was at a one point in time that he was able to get Aiden and everything, and he was doing. Now all of a sudden one day she woke up and just the sky wasn't the color she wanted it to be no more. So then that we can't see the baby no more. Like, this is just crazy. He's a great father. How do you be a great father to one child and just like or completely absentee to the other one? When the boy looked just like him, he couldn't deny that damn child if he wanted to. It's his face. Me and my siblings didn't do nothing but birth ourselves all over again. That boy looked just like Vaughn.
It's crazy
Like,
too,
this
because
is
when I took my mama
crazy.
to the hospital, the day she had the baby, my mama came up
He
because
ain't had to do no damn
it's
DNA
crazy.
test.
My grandmother, she passed away 2 weeks after my son was born. When my son was being born, my grandmother was on the third floor, and my son was being born on the fifth floor, same hospital. So my
Hmm.
mom was visiting my grandmother, who was on her dying bed, and I brought my mom upstairs to the I think fifth or sixth floor, and we looked at him through the glass, because you know how they put him in a little glass thing. When you walk past the glass, you see him in a little bed or whatever. And she looked at that boy. She said, "Vaughn, you don't need no
No,
DNA
every
test."
sister will not defend their
She said, "You
brother,
don't need no
whoever
DNA
his
test for this baby,
Monroe
but still
person
get it.
is. You little no, everybody is not no damn deadbeat.
Still get it." But my mama knew off the rip that was my child. So
Absolutely. Mrs. Rhett, Von's sister, I have another question for you. So you don't see how Von's baby mother could feel some type of way about Von spending more time or doing more for the other child than he does
That's
for
her fault.
Aiden?
That's her fault. That's her fault. That is
So
her.
what
That
can
is
she
from
do to
her
make
own
this right?
hand.
What can she
You
do
can't.
to
Do you allow him to get his son? When he call and say I'm in town, when he call and say what the boy need, when he call and say X, Y, and Z, give him what the hell he needs. Give him his son. It is not that fucking hard. If you so damn tired and you can't do this and you doing it all by yourself and you struggling and you ain't got a pot to piss in and you this, that, the third, and the boy blowing your phone up telling you, let me get him. Let me see him. What you need. The only thing she's concerned about is a dollar. But we all know that she mishandles the money. Whenever you give her something for Aiden, she wants to split it between the two of the kids, and it's not fair and it's
Mhm.
not right. That's not Devon's job to take care of your other child because he has an absence because he's another person that don't got a damn daddy. That ain't his problem. That ain't nobody problem but yours. His job is to take care of Aiden. So you can't get mad that we know what you're doing, so therefore we don't give you the money anymore. Because when we were giving you the money, it wasn't being distributed like it was supposed to be.
and
Like
it's
I said
crazy.
earlier, he always has a damn hand me down, but the other child got new fucking shit all the time. How the fuck does that
And
work
how does
out?
that make you? And how does that make you feel, Vaughn, that your child always has hand-me-downs and the other kids have
I'm
new
gonna tell you
clothes?
like this. What was it? It wasn't this past Christmas. The Christmas before last. What happened, Aston, when with the shoe situation?
Yeah, she got mad. She said that Eddie needed some shoes. Or whatever the case may be. So Vaughn made the other son take the brand new shoes off, gave him the shoes. She got mad about the shoes. They brand new.
But
They literally just
let
came
me
out the
tell you the
damn
backstory.
store.
Let me tell you the backstory. I live in Atlanta, so I went home for Christmas. This wasn't just past Christmas, the year before last. This how her logic is so messed up, right? I've been reaching out. I'm like, hey, I'm coming into town. I need to see my son for Christmas. I need to get him straight. I'm going to the store. I'm buying them whatever they want. They fill the buggies up. That's what they did. Well, that's what my son Kyson did. I came on a Friday. I was calling her. No answer. I had Kyson with me. I took Kyson to Walmart. I said, hey, son, go here, fill the buggy up, do whatever you want, but pick some things out for your brother. Whatever you pick out for yourself, pick the same thing out for your brother. If not the same, different, whatever. He did that. So we leaving Walmart. The next, we went to the shoe store. I bought Kyson some shoes, and at the time, I was like, I don't know Aiden's shoe size, but hopefully she'll let me see him, and I'll come bring him up and get him some shoes. Boom. So I get in touch with her the next day. I'm like, hey, where you at? Meet me at Foot Locker. I already had the toys and all of that. I wanted to get him some shoes and clothes. So she bring him. I'm at Foot Locker waiting. She bring him in. He walks in Foot Locker. He got on some Walmart shoes. Everybody that know me, I'm a sneakerhead. I got 250 pair of shoes in there in that closet. No lie, I ain't exaggerating. So to see my son with the shoes that come on a hanger.
Who is this Mrs. Who is Queen? Who is this Queen person? Who the fuck is this Queen person?
Hold
You
on,
don't know
sis.
me that well. Because
Hold
if
on,
you
sis.
really knew
Hold
me,
on,
you
hold
would
on,
very much know
hold
I don't give
on,
a fuck about being on no goddamn TV. First of all, I'm trying
hold
to
on,
help my
sis.
brother clear his name because of dumbass bitch trying to run him through the mud. I don't give a fuck about being on TV or being on a fucking reality show, which is why the fuck you can't see my face, you dumb bitch. Don't get me started, okay? Because
Okay, so
I'm
hold
really
on,
not about
hold
that
on,
one.
hold
I'm
on,
all
hold
the
on.
way with that
Hold
shit.
on. All right. Listen. Back to what I was saying. I I was kind of just I was disgusted because my son had shoes on that come on a hanger. Now, mind this before I'm in jail. I'm at the peak of me making money. I'm driving a Range Rover. I'm living in a nice crib. I'm doing shit. So when he walks into this play, and not mine, when I'm in Foot Locker, everybody in the store already like, oh, Vaughn in town. Oh God, people want to take pictures. They talking to me. So when he come in there with some Walmart shoes, I'm embarrassed at that. I'm embarrassed.
My.
So as quick as I could think, I'm like, Kyson, take these shoes off your feet and give them to your brother. I took the Walmart shoes off my son's feet. His brother gave him his brand new shoes he just got the night before, and I put them on his feet. And the reason I did that was because the shoes I had bought him the night before was too small, and that's why we was there to buy another pair of shoes. And he couldn't even take them back because he had already walked around in them that day. And I was just like, we'll just go buy another pair. But his brother can fit them. They were his brother size. I told him to take him off his seat. He did that. And I went and brought Kyson the same pair of shoes, just in a bigger size. And he walked out not only with the shoes he just traded off with his brother. That's his brother. It ain't like it's coming from a random dude. He only wore the shoes one day. And the only reason he took them off feet because it was too small. I was there to get him another pair, not trade them in because he already wore them all day. I had to buy a new pair. So I gave them to him. And not only that, he left there with 2 more pair of shoes that I bought for both of them. They both left with like 3 pair of shoes. And she made a big deal and went to my sister and said he gave his brother some shoes he gave Aiden some shoes that his brother had on. I'm like,
didn't say nothing about the other 2 pair you bought. And you know what? I don't see nothing wrong with you giving, the little brother, or the shoes, or the other brother, the shoes that didn't fit. If they fit him and they was new, like even if they was old and they still look good, like they fit, and you need some shoes. You got on these Walmart shoes, they falling apart. Take the shoes. Like what? Why? I see that on Instagram and social media all the time, where men are trying to do for their kids, and the the girl or the partner, they'll feel like they're not doing enough, and they throw the shoes back, or they throw the gift back, or we don't need shit from you, we don't need that. Like the child is the one that's suffering in this situation. Okay,
and
like
if this is the thing, if you don't need nothing from me, stop threatening me with child support.
my.
If you don't need anything, why are you trying to threaten me? First of all, at this point in my life, I'm in a position. I got a lawyer. He'll call anybody and everybody I need to. When I figured this situation was going on, and I heard, oh, I'm gonna throw him back. I called my lawyer. I said, hey man, call these folks and see what's going on with this situation so we can figure this out. My
But
lawyer
is the
called up
child
there.
support really a threat though? Don't you want to pay
It's
the
not.
child support?
Listen, I'm not even worried about that. If we got to go back there, we will. Because I originally put myself on child support. Let's be clear. I dragged her to court to put myself on child support to get visitation. I ain't worried about that. But I'm in a position where I'm like, hey, let me call my lawyer. He'll figure it out. We'll work it all out if that's what we need to do. My lawyer called. They was like, this girl done created a reputation up there so bad that they don't even want to deal with her. Because you understand, every time you walk through that door and talk to these folks, they gonna keep a paperwork trail. So when she took me out child support weeks prior to taking me off, they said she came up there an amount of 7 times. Take them off. No, don't take them off. Take them off. No, stop the paperwork. Don't take them off. No, take them off. No, stop the paperwork. Don't take them off. Then she finally took me off because I came to get him and he was moving with me. Then she come and scoop him up after a week of being mad because I won't let her know our every move. And then go back to the court and say, oh, I never told y'all to take him off. But you signed the papers because he was moving with me. So her reputation was tarnished with these people. Because it was so much back and forth. You go up, they cussing the people out because they telling you got to go through the process all over again within 2 years because they can't do it right away. So now they like, it's just craziness. It's just too much. Like,
And you know what? I think that we all get it. And I'm so glad that you came up here. I'm so glad your sister came up here to tell us, to give us some clarity as to what's going on, because they were over there making you look like this horrible person, this bad
and
guy, and that's just not the vibe I get from when I talk to you and my dealings with you. I'm just like, well,
understand, I'm
something's
very,
not right with
very,
the
I'm
story.
very, very transparent in my life. If you watch my vlogs, if you subscribe to my channel, I'm very transparent with everything I got going on. I'm not ashamed of going to jail, getting out and losing it. I'm not ashamed of it. But understand, if I was there somewhere before I went, I'd get back there. But I never want to have to defend me as a father. I never want to have to talk about my kids unless it's in a public, a positive way. I never even want to go back and forth with my son's mom. At the end of the day, no matter how much my family may not like the girl, no matter how much I may not like her, I still keep her in a position to be like, okay, this is my son's mom. She gonna go through whatever she want to go through. She gonna do that. I'm gonna just have to doggone whoop de whoop. It'll figure itself out one day. That's what I always tell myself. And if I have to wait till he a certain age, the way I could deal with him without her in the place, and he old enough, maybe. But I don't want to have to go back and forth with her. I don't want to even see that. I'm thinking this is so pathetic. Because if you the interview triggered because I was putting resources in front of you so I can get something done that I couldn't do because I'm not there. You made it seem like it was so urgent. So I said, hey, my dad he gonna be there. Whatever. I'm giving you the resources. You just don't want my resources.
Absolutely. How does Wiley contacting your son make you feel?
Like I said, I don't blame Wiley, man. That was all Chelsea doing. She gave Wiley that number, and being in the YouTube land, I understand the business. He gonna do anything for a clicking of view. You know what I'm saying? He gonna do what he need to do through a clicking of view. I never met
Well,
Wiley
but you
before.
still have to have some
I
sort of
get it.
integrity.
And that's what I'm gonna get to. I ain't never met him before, so I don't expect no loyalty, no boundaries, or none of that. I don't expect that from him. I don't know this dude.
Well, he
But
said
at
that
any
he put his hands on you for Chelsea. He said that he will beat your ass for Chelsea.
he ain't never met Chelsea. And people know right now to this day, ain't a man in this world can put their hands on me and survive.
I'm just saying that's what he said.
Come on now. We ain't even gonna talk about that. Like, let's be for real. Have you not seen the video that Tasha K posted on YouTube, babe? I ain't taking none of that.
Absolutely.
So come on, let's not even go there with that, with the negativity. Who gonna do what? I don't have to prove I'm gangster to nobody no more. I don't got to prove that. The charges I'm pending show proof. Okay, I'm not worried about that. I don't expect no loyalty from this dude or boundaries because I never met him before. We barely had conversations. But what I do expect is, regardless how this young lady may feel, how she was hurt, this, that, and the third, or feel like she was used, this, that, and the third, or don't involve my kids and my son's moms in that for your own personal feeling gain. Because she really don't gain nothing from that. It's just her own personal feelings to make herself feel like, oh, I hurt him, and push him down even more. That's weird.
Absolutely.
We let the situation die down. Conscious pleaded, y'all, please stop. This the end of it. Then you do this. Then you just did a video saying some other stuff about me charging my card back because I'm not paying your rent because I'm
Oh
not
yeah, I
living with
heard
you.
about that. I heard she was still trying to she was trying to commit some fraud in your name, and she was still trying to charge your card for her rent. Well, she did. The rent, it went
She
through,
did.
and
It
you
went
disputed
through,
the
and I
charges.
disputed it.
Oh, Chelsea, she gonna get you one way or another. Okay, she said one way or another. I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna get you. She charged her rent to your credit card, and you had to dispute it. What was that like? Did it affect you any with your rent?
Not at all. My rent is paid. I'm straight. It only took them 2 days to get my money back. I'm straight. I'm not tripping off of that. I'm focused. I'm doing what I need to do. Feel how you want to feel. Let that be. But don't involve my kids. That's like, I don't expect that from Wiley because he gonna do whatever he want for a click and a view. But for somebody, regardless if we ain't on the same page, we ain't rocking with each other no more, don't involve my kids in that, bro. And then at the end of the day, I take myself out of it. This young lady is setting herself up for failure because ain't no man gonna want to ever deal with you because they seeing how far you would take it and be that toxic. The next dude gonna be like, girl, you was stupid. I saw how you did, Vaughn. You tripping.
Oh, okay. They
You ain't gonna
definitely gonna
find a
say
dude that
that.
they ain't gonna want to deal with you.
Yeah, absolutely gonna say that. They're gonna be like, "Yep, I seen how you did to Vine. I seen what you did to Vine. My. So where
Over
do we go
nothing.
from here? Where do we go from here? I know we're
Um,
about to go over to your platform after
Yeah, we're gonna
this,
go
the
to my
Lightspeed, the
platform.
platform.
We're gonna talk some more on my platform. I went to counseling today. I reached out to my manager. Shout out to Femi, Dr. Femi at that. She's a doctor, and she's my manager. I have new guidance in place and people that's actually understands what Von Ray needs to be doing. And we've been talking through this whole drama, and all of this, and us setting up new things and new avenues. And I told her, I was like, I need to go talk to somebody because I'm trying not to go back to the street Vaughn, the dude that don't got a conscience, the dude that slap your jaw loose and not lose sleep overnight. Like and what? I'm trying not to go back to that. So I'm like, let me go talk to somebody. I went to a counselor today, and we'll talk about whatever happened there tonight on my platform. So y'all come over if y'all want to. If y'all want to stay tuned, and King Payne, he gonna answer all ask all the great questions and details that y'all want to know. But I
Ah,
appreciate y'all.
all right. Thank you so much for coming up and sharing your story with us, clarifying some things with us, Von Ray. You know, it's always a good time to have you in. And thank you, Von Ray's sister, for clarifying some stuff for us too as well. Because you were willing to go some places that Von Ray wouldn't. Von Ray is not gonna tell us all of that stuff, okay, on period. So I'm glad you came up. Um and gave us some insight as to what's really going on because they're trying to make your brother out to be like this just horrible guy. And I just want people to see Devon Ray that I see,
I mean,
okay,
I get
on
it.
period,
I
because
get
he's
it.
cool. He's a cool
I
guy.
get it. I understand that guys have a bad rep when it comes to not doing what they're supposed to do when it comes to fathers, but you can't always believe the baby mama, just because that's what she's saying or whatever the case may be. Because at the end of the day, we have done our due diligence in trying to make sure that this child has everything that he could possibly have. I have a daughter myself. Everything my daughter has when Aiden is with us, I buy two of. Anything that I can possibly do for him, I will, and we will. We all will. But it comes to a time where you have to realize that her actions have nothing to do with Aiden. Absolutely nothing. They're just to hurt Devon, and it's not fair. You're hurting the baby at the end of the day. So hopefully, she get her together at some point in time. But it ain't doing nothing but hurting him.
My. Somebody said, Vaughn, don't you have a song called F Child Support? You got a song called F Child Support?
Yeah, back when I was doing music, man, it wasn't even about the child support. Listen, it wasn't about the child support. It was about the control and all of that. So you got to listen to it, brother.
Yeah. Ooh, oh, see, the internet wins again. Okay, what's
You
out
hear
there?
me?
It's all right.
When it's up, it's stuck. You feel
they
me?
they slid that in right there at the last minute. They said, "Vaughn, now don't you got this song called?"
F child support.
Oh, they get up my nerves. Okay, well, we're going to talk more on Vaughn's channel after this. So I'll see you guys all there. Thank you guys all for coming out. Until
All
next
right.
time, adios. 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 I can't find it. I can't find it. How do I get out of here? Until next time, y'all, thank you all for watching. You guys have all been so wonderful on tonight. Continue to subscribe. Continue to have all your notifications turned on. Continue to share. And support. Cash App still works when the live is over with. Period. Very much so. Okay. Very much so. Okay, I'm here. The Cash App still works. Until next time, y'all. See y'all soon. Bye.